why do I look this girl up on Facebook and I see pictures of her laying in a hotel bed and he's sitting at a desk. So he ends up telling me that Jessica Brown is his wife. She's back! Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 2 of the Baby Daddy series. In this episode, I'm gonna get to the nitty gritty in this episode for real. So if you didn't watch the episode 1, please go back and watch that because you're gonna need that background information for the information that I'm about to tell you right now. So in the last episode, I told y'all he was in the military and he couldn't go off base. Well, at this point, COVID is calming down, and now he has advanced to phase 2 or 3. I don't know which one. I'm sorry, but at this point, he can now get his own apartment off base. So he's showing me apartments. I'm helping him find furniture, all this stuff, and so he does move into this place. And he's like, oh yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come see you. I want you to come stay at my house. So I told you in the last story time that my grandma was real strict, so I orchestrated this plan with my uncle because he lived in the same area that I did. I orchestrated with my uncle to ask to spend the night at his house, and then Zay could come pick me up from my uncle's house. So I know y'all asking like, well, if she was so strict and she won't let you out, how she let you go see him? I had to do, I think, like 3 days of begging just to go over my uncle's house. And mind you, at this time, I'm 19 years old. Girl, bye. And I'm begging, literally begging to go to my uncle's house. She's like,
no, because you gonna see that boy. I know that boy gonna be trying to come see you. That you think you slick, you think you grown. Like, you don't need to be going over there because I don't want you to see that boy.
Anyways, I'm like, I'm telling my mama, like, she really tripping. Like, I'm 19 years old. She treat me like I'm 6. So she ended up letting me go. So, my uncle talking to me in the car, my auntie talking to me, they pretty much just like, girl, you is over 18. Like, I'm not gonna keep you from seeing no boy. You legal adult, you grown enough to do what you want to do. So whatever you do over here, that's your business type shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a mom, okay? Ignore it. So, I get over there and my boyfriend at the time comes to pick me up. So Zay come to pick me up. Whatever. So around this time, I'm happy that I'm going to spend the night over his house, but my period just came on the day before. So now I'm pissed because we had plans, to get it in on my first weekend, staying the night with him, but now I can't because I'm on my period.
For the love of God, please! Damn!
But, whatever. So needless to say, you getting too loud. Be quiet. So I get over there and I'm talking about I had the time of my life. We had a pool party. We drinking, We did end up having, I don't know if I can say that, but we did end up running red lights. But we only did it one time because after the first time he realized he didn't like it too much. So we had fun, drinking and partying and stuff like that with all the other military people that lived in the neighborhood. This was a brand new neighborhood. I'm talking about luxurious, baby. Luxurious. So I'm posting everything on Instagram, Snapchat, everything, so that my ex could see, like, I'm with this new nigga. He got a car. He got a nice place. Like, this man taking care of me, okay?
You're a dummy, bitch!
So I'm over there, and a few times throughout the time that I was over there, he would randomly just be like, oh, I gotta go here, like, I'll be right back, and he would just leave me in his room. So you know me, you leave me in your room, and I feel like, you know, stuff too good to be true with you. I'm gonna go through your shit. I'm gonna find out what I need to find out for myself.
Period.
So I find out, and I keep seeing this woman name. I'm not gonna say her real name, but I will say her name is gonna be like, I keep seeing Jessica Brown. I keep seeing Jessica Brown on a lot of paperwork. And I'm not exactly understanding what it is, but I'm not going to confront him about it now. I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. So remember the name Jessica Brown, baby, because it's all going to add up in the end. Okay? So I'm realizing this name. Now I'm thinking, like, who is this girl? Like, he ain't told me about nothing. But now I'm wondering. Not to mention, he got in this place, and I'm telling my grandma, like, oh yeah, he get money every month for living, and all this stuff. So he was able to pay for that place, even though it was expensive. My grandma like, no, he not getting that, because you only get that when you marry. So he shouldn't be getting money for living expenses. And I'm like, okay. So, I'm pretty much, you know, I'm kind of like brushing it off like he not married, like, be for real. But in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm gonna have to check on that. So when I'm in his room and I'm seeing Jessica Brown, I'm like, so was she telling me the truth? Because now I'm seeing paperwork with your name and Jessica Brown name on it. So I gotta get to the bottom of this shit, okay? So he got his apartment. And now we're having talks about this Benz that he wants. He wants this Benz so bad. I'm talking about so bad. So he like, you like this one? Like, sending me pictures of different ones. Which one you like? Pick this one, pick that one. All this different stuff. So, I will say at first, when he first got out the military, he had a Charger, I do believe. Then after that, I think he purchased a Camry, and he was just like, oh yeah, I got the Camry, because I wanted to be named after you, Cameron, like, yeah, type stuff. And so now he's talking about a Benz. I'm just like, why you keep buying all these cars? Like, you got it like that, nigga? Damn, give me one. Shit. Give me something. You ain't bought me shit yet in this relationship. So, I realized, you know, instead of now showing me pictures of the Benz, he talk about, oh yeah, I'm leaving this weekend to go to Georgia. I'm going to pick my Benz up. And I'm like, pick it up? Like, you already bought it? Like, okay. So he starts sending me pictures of the inside of the car. I see a fat white foot. No offense to the palm color people, but I see a fat white foot in the picture, and I'm like, who foot is that? And like, oh, there's nobody. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay. Okay. Like, I'm sure the salesperson ain't taking no pictures of no cars looking like that, but okay, whatever. So he goes on his trip to go pick up his car. And so, you know, I realized that he not texting me much on his trip. He like calling me, like random hours, whispering and all this stuff. And so then I'm remembering the name Jessica Brown. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna go look this hoe up on Facebook. Why do I look this girl up on Facebook? And I see pictures of her laying in a hotel bed, and he's sitting at a desk.
Oh my God!
And they taking family pictures at the zoo. And oh girl, when I tell you, I text him and I cussed him the fuck out. I'm going in. I'm going in on this man. And I do apologize for all the stuff I said to her, because baby, you wasn't the problem. It was him. All him. But I'm going in on this bitch. Like, I can't believe you. You so dirty. You so nasty. Like, all this stuff. And he like, I'm sorry. It's not even like that. It's not like that. So he ends up telling me that Jessica Brown is his wife. Wife.
Oh, hell no.
I said it. It's his fucking wife. It's his wife. And so I'm sitting there looking at the phone like, no, like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm really like a fucking mistress. I'm a mistress. I just helped this man cheat on his wife. This man got kids. At this point, she white, he black, the kids mixed, so I'm thinking they his kids. That's another thing. When I was in his house, I kept finding like dad keychains and Father's Day cards, all this stuff. So I'm like, what the fuck? So when I seen the family pictures at the zoo, I'm like, oh my God, this man has kids too. This man got a wife and kids. So he telling me like,
yes, this is my wife, but I only married her because I needed to get help to get in the United States. Like, I only married her for papers. Like, this is a business relationship. Da, 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 da.
And I asked him about the kids, and he like, no.
No, I swear those are not my kids. Like, if I had a kid, I would not lie about that. Like, I love those kids. Those are my stepkids. But those are not my child. You know, I help take care of them because they dad not around like that. I do everything I can for them, you know, just trying to get them a father figure, but I'm not they real dad.
And so I'm like, damn, that's like real nice of you for real. Like, you a real noble man for that.
You're a dummy, bitch.
But whole time, this nigga was still lying. But we gonna get to that though. So now we know this man got a wife, but we thinking it's for papers, and he got some kids that may be his, but he's saying they not his. And this is the biggest red flag of all, because this issue is going to keep coming up throughout the relationship. So definitely remember this. Okay? So, as you know, I went and found the Facebook. So from this point on, I'm constantly stalking the Facebook. I'm looking at every single post to see if this man is telling me the truth or if he is not telling me the truth. You know, after this situation, I let it go.
For the love of God!
And I was, you know, apologize for questioning him, all this stuff. But it wasn't like oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off. It was just like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, you know, I should have I asked you instead of going off on you type shit. And he was, you know, just like, you know, thank you so much for believing me, all this stuff.
You're a dummy, bitch.
And so we let it go. I let it go, but it was still in the back of my mind like, damn, like, how the fuck I'm supposed to marry this man? This man already married. So that happened. And pretty much the relationship went on, you know, like regular after that. You know, I'm texting him like, oh, babe, I'm hungry. Like, I'm starving. She ain't leave nothing in this house. He's sending me food, sending me DoorDash and stuff like that. I'm talking about eating good. Eating good, okay? He coming to see me like every few days, sneaking in and out the house, all this stuff. My grandma questioning me like,
has he been in this house? Like, I noticed my camera's been acting funny, da-da-da-da. Like, you better not have nobody in my house, da-da-da.
I think whole time she was just saying that to see what I would say, because she didn't really have no evidence. But yeah, so that's where we at in part 2. Let me know what y'all thinking in this conversation. I know I'm a dummy. I should have left him alone at that point, but he told me it was for papers. So what should I have done? What should I have done, Zara? I should have left him alone? No, of course you would say that. Alrighty, well, thank y'all so much for watching this episode. I will see y'all in the next episode where she really just got delusional, bitch. So please stay tuned for that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you dealt with a man like this. Let me know if you dealt with a man from Ghana that acted like this. Let me know if you dealt with a man, period, that acted like this. And that's it. See y'all next story time. Bye.
Your boom boom release my stress. Bounce from my dick, oh yeah.